That's what I need. And I don't see that as it stands. I don't see that in the political arena.
Just a bit.
And that's the reason why I'm saying there should be somebody who is strong enough. And for you to be strong, that's a moment, Mr. Prosper.
Hold on, Mr. Prosper.
Yes. So, you see, you cannot run a country, or you cannot sell out ideas when you're hiding the person who is supposed to lead you. Okay? That torch bearer should come out. Forget about being persecuted. Zambians, when they decide, one thing I know is not
leaders. Get it.
No, leaders.
Now forget this one. Leaders, forget this one.
Yes. What I'm saying is, a torch bearer should not be hidden. Zambians, when they decide to support, Mr. Pombo.
He's not coming.
It's an open platform to speak, sir.
Why don't you want to listen?
That's why I'm saying
I'm going to
allow him to speak. Let him speak.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, a leader, okay, should not be hidden. Someone come back, Mazambians, the biggest opposition. When Mazambians also are looking for somebody to lead them. Yes, Mazambians, okay, we accept it. Is my biggest opposition to the ruling party, as it stands. But Masam Zambians, when come back, they are looking for somebody to lead them. And that person, how do you expect those Zambians to believe in you? Munambisa, you have hidden somebody who is a key factor in your political career. So now you are saying no to Kamufunya Ngatwasta dissolve parliament. By then, my brother, if I was to advise you genuinely, I will tell you to be too late. I know you judge me because I'm UPND. You are saying, no, UPND wafuna chakumvera. I'm speaking as a Zambian, and I'm advising you genuinely that time is running out. Now you're putting something that we are not even thinking about.
Leaders. Unaisa kwa mene advice kwenda kwa wakuru wa UPND atuwasie ni opposition wakazipa sana checks and balances freely without any intimidation. Unaisa kuwauza kwa wakuru wali political arena yani. Kind advice you advise Have you ever done that?
My checks and balances. Mwezi wa problem hili Boss, we have done that several times and no one is intimidating anyone. The only problem is that
why did you tell them several times? There's no one intimidating them.
Vazedman. Wait.
Yes, boss.
Wait, Pangolo Chabe. You feel
now you told the government several times and they don't want to listen.
What can you say that
no one is intimidating them?
the reason why you feel like you are being intimidated by those incarcerations is because you are not no,
because if those people are not intimidated, what made you to go and advise the government to say, leave them to be providing checks and balances freely? What made you advise the government if you knew that the government was on the right trajectory?
Wambena leaders the question work posing our Zedman.
Yambeka, let me just respond quickly. I think that's where I was going. You see, my brother, Mr. Zedman, you know, when you advise somebody, do you expect a response coming from them? Okay, the response is clear. Okay, it's not that people are being incarcerated for nothing or for political persecution alone. People have cases to answer. Mulandu Zedman ni Mulandu. Mwambera. Mulandu ni Mulandu. Mwambera wa Zedman. Somebody has been found. When somebody is with the case
to answer. Prosper. Go ahead, leaders.
Yes, you can't tell me the whole entire UPND, there are no culprits there. That's wrong. That's a lie. You can't tell me that those people who are exchanging words now, why me? Those guys are not, they did not commit any crime by insulting. Where is he? What have you done about that person? If you tell me those people are okay, then you guys are on the right path. But if justice is being served on the other part, and then on the other part it's fine, there's a problem, leaders. There's a big problem. You cannot tell me that corruption is not there.
The question there is what is the opposition doing about that injustice? You see, this is why it is coming back to what I was saying. If we are seeing that the current government, there's a lot of injustice, the opposition exists to make sure that such things do not happen. That's why I was saying that Zambia belongs to international communities. This is where now the opposition comes in and reports the government to this international body to say that listen, let me finish.
From deep down your heart, from deep down your heart, are you telling us that never saw Sean Tembo taking that complaint to the international communities? Honestly, are you here to tell us that Sean Tembo never filed any complaint against the government to the international communities? Are you sure?
So now, what was the response by the international communities?
I was about to ask the same question.
So you guys honestly, you don't read whatever happens on Facebook.
Just answer the question. What was the response? That's what we're interested in.
I want you to tell me. I've questioned you to say you are talking about we the opposition reporting to the international courts of law. Oh yes. Now are you telling us that you never witnessed Sean Tembo filing a complaint against the ruling government? I'm not talking about the response from the community, the international community, because you are saying we are supposed to do that. Didn't you see Sean Tembo filing a complaint against the ruling government to the international, whatever? Honestly, Musa.
But Mr. Zedman, we've seen that now. As we are
simple. So now, since you had observed that we filed the complaint as the opposition, why are you again advising us to come to file another one?
We are not advising you. We are asking you. After you filing in that complaint, what was the response?
My main concern was about you seeing the opposition taking a step of filing a complaint. That was my foremost concern. not the outcome. Because you people were mentioning that we are advising us that we need to file a complaint. So I was coming back to your advice to say, at least you've seen the opposition filing a complaint. You get? At least if we never filed a complaint. Now, some opposition filed a complaint against the ruling party. Eh?
But did you mention that before Wamusa asked you to, before Wamusa okay. Now, you know, man, democracy is bigger than a political party. You understand that? And that is why Wamusa was saying involve international courts of law. And now, if you involved them, if you are saying Subashon Temba filed in those complaints, the main question here again comes is the response that they gave you. If the response is showing that you people, you have been incarcerated for crimes, or you have been found wanting with certain cases to answer, then you can't say the government of the day is treating you unfairly. Okay? So what was the response from the international courts of law? That's what we want to do.
Can I just answer that one?
On the platform.
I think the issue with the
Vamansa, no. Vamansa, you have been talking since I came on. You're just talking.
Go ahead.
I've given you chance to talk, Kairi. I've given you chance to talk. You're still complaining.
Okay, go ahead.
So now, our leaders, we understand your strategy. The UPND strategy, you might not understand. I am one of the people who helped to draft the 10-plan program of the UPND. You don't know. That's why when you are talking, I'm listening to you. You have that mentality of a cadre. No, kabiye nika landeni fi fiso avantu. You are selling an idea. You don't understand. When we were talking about integrity, President Hakainde Hichilema has disappointed many people, even his supporters. Some of the names I can tell you: Linda Banks, Dr. Kasonso, Dr. Barbara, Mr. Patrick, an economist in the UK, Pomuro Stumbeko, the one who campaigned tirelessly for UPND, I myself, and many other people who I can hold their names because they want to be reserved. So, when we talk about integrity, first of all, the president himself has failed integrity. And the reason why he has failed, he has continued campaigning to cover up that gap and to try now to convince the Zambian people when it is already too late. So, going to the opposition, candidate capable or candidate not capable, that is not the UPND issue. It is the opposition issue. The opposition have tried to campaign up to today. The only opposition political parties that President Hakainde Hichilema is scared to allow them campaign is the Tonse Alliance, the PF, and some other opposition leaders who are against the ruling government UPND. Hari Kalawa, Savoy Himboila, Exiuda Mwenya, Dr. Neves Mumba, Winter Kavimba can hold rallies whenever they want because they are in partnership with the ruling government. If PF asks for a rally, they will never be allowed. This is what we call, here in Europe, we call it cowardness. People a politician who is a coward. You are in government, you fail to allow an opposition political party to hold a rally to speak to the Zambian people. This is not the opposition political party who is stopping them. it is the ruling government who is stopping them from having a rally. How do they interact with the Zambian people? By engaging them. Today, Combon Radio has been stormed. The same thing we have been talking, because Combon Radio has been inviting opposition leaders to go and speak freely, has been stormed today as we are speaking. How many others? Movie TV, I was there always. Do you know, I cannot tell you here, do you know the conditions that they have given to movie TV? We know these things. The last thing I can tell you, and this you should learn to understand and learn to read through the lines. You think it is a small issue, the scandal of the UPND stealing $50 million help of medicine, which was a gift from the American government. You think it is a small issue. You think it's small. Now let me tell you the implication here. The ambassador has given the country, the Zambian government, time to show the correspondence during the 33 days of engagement. 33 days of engagement. And they have given the government, show us the time frame. Time frame, it means, Mr. Engage, they give you the letter, they write something, you answer, the government answers to them. So, if, here's the danger, you should even feel pity for yourselves as UPND. If I was going to advise you, I was going to advise Minister Malambo Haimbe, the Foreign Affairs Minister, the Justice maybe, or Defense Minister, to say, kneel down and say to the Americans, sorry, we mismanaged the money that you gave us. We, the UPND, who said that we are in the Champions League, we are not cut from the same cloth of PF, because PF were thieves, we are clean, we don't steal. Now, you have been caught stealing, and the person who has caught you is the Americans. So don't force them to show you all the clips of how you have been stealing. Don't force them, because they have that information. So they advise, because I love my country, the advice I can tell you gentlemen here on the platform, humble yourself, accept that you have messed up. Not only did you sell the maize, the PF left, not only do you sell the electricity, not only you have messed up Zesco.
Question, what are you doing to bring the change? Question, what are you